So I'm here today for a little instructional video. Basically, I'm going to go out into the woods by my house right now, so I'm not going far. And I am going to try to make a fire. But the only thing is, you can see this, there's snow everywhere. And it's like 45 degrees. So it's wet. So I'm gonna basically be showing you how to kind of make a little video, teach you guys how to like kind of get a fire going in conditions like this. So I have very basic stuff with me that hopefully will help me make a fire. I have my regular knife, a little trench knife. I don't know if you can see that, but and then I have about 10 feet of paracord. The reason I have this, probably won't even use it, but I always carry a survival bracelet with me. Always have one on. And so that's basically, if I do need rope, I don't have to take this apart, because I don't want to make another. What else? Got my regular carnivore machete. This thing's a tank. And then I have my little fire kits. So I got basically a tin, some char cloth in there, just a whole bunch of char cloth. I have some waterproof survival matches, which I'm gonna try my best not to use. Got about 4 or 5 cotton swabs, and basically all these are for is I can peel this little cotton off, use it in a tinder bundle, that kind of thing. And then my good old flint and magnesium, my steel rod. That's it. That's, oh, no, one more thing. This. Now this is made by Gerber. It's part of the Bear Grylls collection. Essentially what it has on it, if I can get it clean, is it has a little magnifying glass right here, a signal mirror, which I can use to reflect the sun, which might not work today. And then it has this kind of cheese grater type deal. I don't know if you can see that. And then basically what this is smooth on this side, but then this side grips. And I can use this to run it across dry sticks and wood, whatever, and with the hopes of catching some dry tinder for a tinder bundle. And it opens up, and all my little fine fibers get caught in here. And it's a perfect way to make a little tinder bundle. So stay tuned, and I'll be right back. So I'm out here. Pretty sunny. Today's January 26th. I live in Connecticut, so I'm in New England. We just got hit by Winter Storm Jonas, so there's snow everywhere. But it is all melting because it's 44 degrees. 44. So this should be good. This is kind of tough scenario right here to kind of make a fire. I mean, it's hard enough to make one in the snow, but it's even harder when the snow is melting like this, because just everything is wet. We're supposed to get some rain, I think, tomorrow. So that's why I'm out here today doing this, because you don't always get rain in the winter, at least in New England. So that's why I'm trying to do it today. That way, it's a little more of a chance to kind of get this fire going. So what you want to do if you're in a situation like this is you want to grab and go. You want to find stuff that you can use as you're going, as your if this is a survival situation, you need the basics of survival. You need food, water, shelter, and fire. Those are the important 4 things of survival that you need in order to survive. So this, of course, is just the fire part today. I don't have enough time today to do a whole elaborate survival thing. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but grab and go. So when you see something, when you're looking for shelter, see something that you can use for fire, grab it, throw it in your pack, and keep going. So that's basically what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to just kind of scavenge and see what I can find out here. So let's see. So I got this tree here, and I forget the name of the tree. It's a regular oak tree, whatever, birch tree. It's not a birch tree, I know that. So I'm just basically grabbing all this dead bark that's hanging up high. Because this I can use as pretty good kindling. So I'm going to try to find a spot to lay all this. Again, guys, I'm at my house, so you can see my house there. I'm not far. I'm not in a real survival situation where I need complete everything. So, I mean, I do have wood piles around my house that do have relatively dry wood, but that would kind of defeat the whole purpose of this. So, yeah. Alright guys. So now what I'm doing is I'm looking for some drier wood. So some stuff that's not exactly in the snow. And I'm going to be using this. So this is kind of, this looks pretty good here. This is relatively dry. Fall. So basically what I'm going to do is I take this and scrape it. And so now basically what that does is when I open it, I have dry shavings. Now this is a hardwood, so this is a little tough because you don't always get that much off of it. But just if we keep going, get some more. Alright guys, so I gathered some more stuff, just a few sticks and some more bark and stuff like that. But now, so I got my little fluff pile, all this really fine stuff from this bad boy. But that's all really super fine. So what I need to do now is I have to get a little bit bigger shavings. So I'm just going to take one of these dry sticks that I have, and I'm going to basically just shave it down with my knife. So that way I have some more, a little more surface area for this to catch on. Just like for like a little ember to catch, get going. So I'm gonna do this real quick and then I'll be right back. Alright guys, so basically what I just did is I made my little teepee. A little teepee fire here. And down in there, I basically I just took some of this bark and I just lined the bottom where the snow is with that bark. And then I took some of my shavings from a little cheese grater thing, and I put those down there. And then I put some char cloth and some of the tips of the cotton swabs, so some of these little tips here, and I just basically threw those down there so that when I get a little ember I can easily transfer it over there, and then that'll catch and hopefully give us some fire. So I did the same concept as that down there right here. I took a piece of bark, threw some of the shavings on there with some of the cotton swab, and then now all I gotta do is put some of the char cloth on there. Got your good old char cloth here. I don't know how well you guys can see that. And then this should take a spark nicely. I'll have another instructional video on how to make char cloth. It's very simple. It's just basically cotton that's carbonized almost to its flash point. So let's have at it. See what happens here. I am going to scrape a little bit of magnesium into here too. A wind. All right. So I got a little ember, but didn't want to catch. That was almost bad. There we go. Alright, so now I gotta transfer this over to there. Awesome. Alright, so just had a pretty failed attempt. The wind is kicking like crazy. Now it's tough sometimes. Sometimes I just had a good little flame going, but then out of nowhere it just, the wind kind of just blew it out on me. So, I'm gonna give it another go. Alright. Let's see what we got. I don't know if you guys can see this, but I got a little ember going. So, there you have it, guys. Fire. So, that's it. I mean, it's tough. It's tough out here when everything around you is just soaking wet. Don't have much to go on. I mean, I lost the sun. I was going to try to use like a magnifying glass or a mirror, but that didn't happen. But just stick with it. I mean, you might get that little ember going, and you might see a little flame in your tinder bundle, but that doesn't mean you're going to have fire. I mean, I got my tinder bundle, I had it flare up twice, and I threw it in my teepee, and the wood being so cold and so wet, it went out. I mean, it happens. It does happen. So you got to stick with it and practice it. I mean, I'm doing this at my house right now. You know, I've made plenty of fires out of nothing, really. having nothing, I should say. So you just gotta practice so that if you do find yourself in that situation, you can do it. You can survive. So that's gonna be all today. I hope you guys like this video. Please click the like button if you do. Subscribe. If you want to see me do anything else, if you have any pointers for me, any questions for me, feel free to comment. I'm here for you guys. I know how to do all this, but even still, even though I know how to do it, it's not always easy. It's not easy. So watch as many videos as you can. Go out in the backyard, practice it. I mean, but make sure you're safe. I mean, do it the right way. Don't do it by a pile of dead leaves or dead trees or whatever. Just be smart. But once you get that little fire going, I mean, there's no greater feeling than that when you need to survive. So I mean, now I can boil water on this, I can cook on it, I can do whatever. I mean, so just keep up, you know, keep up with it. Practice your ass off. But I got more videos to come. I'm hoping to get some ice fishing in soon. The weather has not been cooperating this winter. Like I said, it's January 26th and it's 45 degrees outside. So no ice is safe around me yet. But yeah, don't forget to subscribe.